God, my finger's still fucking killing me. What's going on, everyone? I did a. Hmm. Oh crap! Oops. I thought it was going to be one more minute. Sorry, guys. Just 1 second. Please stand by. Something I just want to check real quick. Well, I mean, so another on switching, but so this is just a test. What's up, Ali? I'm just quickly testing something here. So mobile's real slow. So this is just a test. What's up, Ali? I'm just quickly testing something here. Well, the mic certainly works quite well. I can't hear the music, so I'm playing music with Twitch soundtrack, but it doesn't seem to be coming out on the actual stream itself. So it's a tricky one. Give me 1 second. Just got to charge my phone. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, there's some special. So I don't know if you know, Twitch soundtrack is supposed to be a sort of a it's a Spotify that doesn't it's like playing Spotify, but you won't get DMCA'd by Twitch people, which means that the stream won't be muted on the replay, but in the replay you won't hear any music. That's the thing. So, and it's got like a slightly special. Sorry, I fucked up my finger during work today, so this is going to be probably a bit of a slow stream. I just hope my finger's not bleeding out still. Yeah, we'll see. Tell you what, yeah, like you can still see. Ugh. Actually, I won't show you that stuff because that's grim. 1 second though, I will wrap this up. Um, Where's my headphones? There they are. Yeah. R.I.P. finger big time. So it wasn't just like a deep cut. It was like, have you got those? This would be a daft question, but aluminium. Do you call it aluminium foil or aluminum foil? So, but you get those rolls of tinfoil sheets, and there's like like on the box, there's like a thing that you can use to rip off it. Well, imagine that metal thing scraping like 5 fucking layers of skin off my finger. So I didn't just cut it. Like there was just like it was like I shaved the skin. Anyway, so but yeah, the bleeding was profuse. It wasn't a lot. It's not like it was like, but it was a lot of blood. Put it that way. And it's still like it was okay. 4 or 5 hours ago, it was okay, and like the blood had coagulated finally. But I've just put a bunch of cream on it and wrapped up again in a thing, and I think it just started bleeding again. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I think it's okay. I've had some paracetamol and it stopped stinging now. But we'll see what happens. I might try going to sleep with this. Might sound grim, but maybe it's what I need to do now. I've let it coagulate. I've let it breathe. I've let it coagulate. Now, hopefully, putting this cream stuff on will help it heal overnight. But we'll see. We'll see. Moment of silence in remembrance of the one whole tactile member. Yeah, I was saying. Sorry, I've still got another 9 to work with, but I've got to be extremely careful about not accidentally hit the W key because that's gonna hurt like a motherfucker. But anyway, so I want to see if we can finish this logo up within the week. And I say within the week, I actually probably would like to do it within the next couple of days. Trash Panda James, the very talented, has been very understanding. He's just like, he's just like, finish it when you finish it, which is very, very kind of him. Because a lot of other people would be like, but he's cool. He's just like, it's ready when it's ready. But so now I'm in just the process of trying to figure out what to do to this next, Do you know what? Let's take one more look at the advanced properties of this. So that's 6. Everything else but 6. Yeah, that's right. That should be fine. By the way, when I move my webcam and hear myself speak, when you see me talking and when you hear me talking, does this match up with the comms? So R E U A R. Is it in sync? That's a slightly strange question, I know, but perfect. Thank you so much. Because this is the webcam now. For some reason, there's like 0.3 or 4 millisecond of a delay. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just hoping I didn't changing webcams didn't like shift something out of sync. You know what I mean? Right now. So the client likes the direction of this. It turns it into a sort of a logo. I added the TPJ just to give it that sort of slightly cartoonish style. In fact, do you know what? Now that I think about it, there we go. Not the middle finger. Let's grab the assets logo. Let's grab the... I think I grabbed the sketched. Yep, that's right. So now we'll grab the... We'll grab all of the reference boards. Here we are. So these were the reference boards that I'm using on this piece at the moment. So we're trying... So at the very start, we were trying to match this sort of... very non-geometric. It's like sometimes it's very simple geometric shapes here, but sometimes it's very wacky and ridiculously stretched anatomy and stuff like that. I dig the filled ring. I like the filled ring. It took me a little while to fall in love with it. Well, not fall in love, but to dig it, but it's there now. What I might do is I might fuck about with the color of the gradient ring. So So TPJ has specified that there's a certain teal or a light blue that he uses in some of his work. So I could add some of that just to make it, just to add some variety to the whole thing. TPJ appearance, it's there, isn't it? There we go. So now if we do that, what's the, in fact, wait a minute. Nope. No, I was right. There we go. So now, if I select this again, grab that stroke, edit the gradient, I think we can color pick straight off that. No, it didn't do it. Why not? Okay, that works. That blue, it kind of works. It kind of works. I think what we'll try... Oh, that's a lovely color there. Maybe let's try... Hang on. Let's not do that. Let's try stretching that out a little bit. I love that blue right there. That's nice. Yeah, see this... You might... I wonder if you guys will be able to see it on stream, but yeah, that's tasty. I like that. So pull that over. Yeah, let's keep it at 65. Oh, I like that color. That gets deep. That's delicious, isn't it? Where would that be on the color scale? So that's like a... Oh, crap. It's not complementary. I think it is. I really need those fucking things over here. It's not complementary, it's harmonic. That's the phrase. Harmonic on a different value. Harmonic but on a different value. So that's kind of nice. We can try doing the same with the blue. No. We could try the same with the blue here. I love... Oh... You see this here? That transition? I just love the in-between. That's delicious. That looks nice. Maybe we add like just some highlights here. I can't, like, there needs to be just a hint of depth. Something just needs to make this like pop out. So something I need something to make the head and the font just pop out from the gradient ring just a little bit. Also, I wonder whether what happens if like what's stopping us from 180, so we need to bring down 5. Or we can make it larger. Oh, no, wait, because 15 points is the same as the characters one. Pardon me? One second. Sorry, this is on my Spotify, but I need to stop playing it and start playing on the thing. So the good news is I can still listen to music, but the bad news is you guys can't listen to music, which kind of sucks a little bit. I mean, I could just put a thing saying "bring your own BYOM, bring your own music," but which it's not atrocious, you know. I think I might do that for now, though. Actually, are you able to change the direction of the gradient so the darker part of the ring is behind the brighter part of the TPJ, like rotating the ring? Yeah, so that can be done. So I don't know how fluent you are with Illustrator, but I'll show you. Now, this is kind of funky. So I know nothing of it. Okay, fair enough. So it's different from Photoshop in that it's messing with Photoshop. You fuck about with pixels. With Illustrator, you fuck about with shapes or what's called vectors. Now you might know of that word. And vectors are basically mathematical equations translated into visual shapes. And when you start manipulating those, you can basically everything here is all made up from these Beziers and curves, and all of these are mathematical pointers. Now, and you can fill those with color, and you can put gradients on them. You can put strokes around them, so you can do really fancy stuff with it. There's one massive difference between working with these vectors and the usual pixels in Photoshop. With Photoshop, you've got way more control with the pixels. I mean, you could if you knew enough about Photoshop, you could create anything you ever wanted, like visually. As long as you got the skills to paint it or, photo bash it together with pictures, then fair enough. But the benefit of vectors are, no matter how big or how small this image is, it will always look crystal clear, because no matter how big or small you make it, the mathematical equations which build up all of these points here will all be the same, but they're just bigger or smaller. Okay, so basically, if I give you a 1 megabyte pixel image of something, you can't take that image and put it out onto like this giant 5-meter canvas, right? Because it's going to get blurry, right? But with this, it doesn't. I think have I explained it enough? Like, have I used simple words? Because if you can't explain something using simple words, you don't understand it at all. How this machine or this program builds shapes together? Okay, you understood it. Wicked. Okay, cool. So here, you would assume that this is kind of like a tube shape. It's just a circle. It's not. Let me show you. It's just a circle. Do you see? But what I'm telling Illustrator to do is to make what's called a stroke, which is what this black line is here on this character. I can tell Illustrator to like offset on that path and then color that in. So that's what this black line is here, right? So what I've actually done, so you can see this is just a circle. Instead of like creating like a circle, like a cylindrical or like a double circle shape, I've just said add a stroke, like a massive black stroke. And then I've put another stroke on top of it, layered a stroke on top. And then I've put a final stroke on top to mimic that idea of this is like a ring as opposed to a circle. Anyway, now, in short, yes, I can rotate the gradient. All I need to do is select the right stroke, which is this blue bit here. And then I'll go to the gradient tab. It's got layers. It's an onion ring. It's 100% an onion ring. Yeah, if you could cut an onion ring and then you put an onion ring and then an onion ring and then an onion ring, it's exactly like that. And if you cut them just right and colored them in just right, then it's exactly like onion rings. I think I should call strokes onion rings now. I don't. Oh dear. Right, anyway, but now we've got the right stroke selected. So now if we just do -65, because that's just in 65 degrees, that didn't move. Why didn't it move? That's going the wrong way for a start. Oh, that's right. It's not -65. It's that. Here we go. See, I don't think it. I think it works a bit better if we do something like this instead. I think it's a bit better if we try something like that. But I don't know, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Because doing it like one going one way and one going the other, it doesn't. I don't think it works that well. I'm not a fan. So if we did that, it works, but it doesn't tickle me when I look at it. It's not pleasing to the eye for me. I think 65 is the way to go, to be honest. Feels a bit less natural, you're right. Yeah, 100%. Gradient tool. Oh, why have you got to be such a little bitch? Shapes. Why does the stroke keep getting selected? What we could do is we could just adjust the actual gradient there and set. Bruh. So we could adjust that just so it's a little bit more. Hang on. So we could do that. Oops. Instead, just so things sort of pop out just a little bit more. But because I see what you're saying. Oh, I love this transfer from teal to purple. Delicious, isn't it? I don't really want to do from top to bottom. Or don't I? Do I want to fill that in white? Well, the plasters haven't bled through yet, so that's something. See, I'm listening to this cool music, but you guys can't even share it with me. I could just dance like a fucking idiot on webcam. You guys would know better. So find my heart. Mm-mm. Hmm. Mm-mm. It's so funny because I could be humming to myself, just like na 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 na, and you'll be like, "What the fuck are you doing, Sam?" Because you can't even hear what's going on here. Right. So, funny thing, we might have to do a duplicate. Right, don't panic. I know what I'm doing. Ish. Yep. Back plate for glow. Now, I might have done that slightly wrong, or there might be a different way of doing it. Put it that way. So I'm gonna kill the. Whoops! I'm gonna kill the. Bruh! I'm gonna kill the stroke on it. Oh, it won't let me. Wonder why. So now this just literally exists in time and space. No, I was enjoying my. He was enjoying my humming. Da 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 da. Find some factor art classes on Skillshare, mate. Sorry, no, you 100% do the Udemy thing I sent you. 100% do the Udemy thing I sent you. Trust me, it's way better. It's cracking stuff. That should have given it a special glow effect. Why didn't it? Da, 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 da. Drop shadow. Why isn't that working? It's not because it hasn't got a fill. It can't be. I bet it's going to do it now. And that'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to know. Outer glow. There we go. So that's what it was. It's because it didn't have a fill on it. How about that? Beg your pardon. So I'm just trying to figure out subtle ways to make this pop from the background circle just a little bit. So that white is just too much. But if we try overlaying it. Oh, that's nice. That's quite nice. That's quite nice. It's just trying to figure out exactly how much, what's too much and what's too little. See, now what I really want to do is I just want to do exactly the same with the TPJ stuff as well. Let's make it a bit smaller. Oh, look at the colors it makes. Look at that. That's delicious, isn't it? Tell you what we'll do, though. So this is slightly annoying me. So we're going to grab that. I love it, but it doesn't. What to do? Like moon mist ice cream? Is that a gaming reference? I probably don't know. That sounds like something from Final Fantasy, but I'm not sure. What happens if we pull that down just a little bit? Is it an eyesore? Like, if you look at that and just see that P, do you sort of like... It is a little bit, it's a bit dopey, it doesn't quite work. Maybe if I just turn it into a... Yes. Sort of. If we turn that to a white... Or, what if we try overlaying it? Opacity... Overlay. Or, what happens if we just turn it white? Yeah, it seems disconnected. What happens if we just turn it normal? See, I don't like that either. See, the problem we've got is we've got to just try and figure out exactly how to put this. Because I want to... What would be perfect is if we could get just a bit of that white through. But also just a bit of that arc there. But again, we don't want it to overpower the whole thing, you know what I mean? It is the question of mathematics, Watson. Or do we just bite the bullet? Let's try the stroke just once more and see if we can pull it around just a little bit. Stroke. If we put it to about there instead, that just at least it sort of it fits and makes sense. Do you know what I'm saying? Uh, what if the shape inside the piece made slightly bigger? It can be, but I think if we do that, it's gonna lose the whole sense of style. I think it'll just look more out of place than it does already. Um, yeah, I think we're gonna have to leave that the way it is. We could try it at least. Let's try it. Problem is, if I... Oh, no, it does work. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It loses its cartoonishness. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hmm. Let's whack it to 55. Because we just about have the lift from that blue, just so it at least sort of fits and makes sense. As opposed to... Let's put it... Let's try something. So it was 65. What if we actually shifted the gradient about? Not quite there. Nah. All right, so we've done a bit more to the ellipse. Let's leave it now for now, because when I come back to it, I might be like, ugh, horrible, or I might be like, yeah, okay, cool. Let's roll with that. I think we won't make some massive changes to that eyebrow. Like that closed eye, that seems to work now, pretty much. The only final thing is, should we add some lighting highlight to the head? Because we've got the shadow in here, but should we go the other way and add some like spotlights, like maybe on the eyebrows here, a bit on the sort of the how'd you call it? Fucking sideburns here. Maybe something on the whiskers. Maybe in a tiny little white in there. If we put a white in there, it's going to look anime. I think. But, you know, that's what most of the cartoons do these days. It might not be... Actually, no. It's probably better to leave it black. The closer we can keep to these styles, the better, I think. No, this song sucks. Next. Twitch radio. The fuck out of here. Switch to electronic. Those don't have a lot of shading highlights either, so I'm not sure. Yeah, that's... Well, this guy's got shading around his butt, so we're going to keep the shading, definitely. Some of them do, some of them don't. It's a bit odd, isn't it? Well, look, let's add some whites. Butt shade for hashtag TPJ. It's nice, I like it. That's... I mean, you say that, you bring up a good point. Perhaps we shouldn't make this... So this has got a glow. See that white there? I wonder if we should change this to dark instead. So turn that into a multiply, but make it black instead. F! Screen? Nope. Overlay kind of works, but I don't want it to do it on the white. Nah, cancel. I think it looks better like that. At least, anyway. Now, if we add a couple of highlights, we'll put some here. Here. Perhaps a hint there. Just a bit there. There. Bit on the ear. Couple on the hairs. Couple on the sideburns. And then I think that's it. Putting on weight again. Need to sort it out. Okay. So, do we want to do it? It's 20 past 9. Live for like 45 minutes. Oh. I'll go on then. Let's try it. So, I think we might just go in. Take away the stroke. It's not required. And we'll add the blue. But instead, of that making it let's put it not too much. Let's keep some color in there. Oh, Jesus. Okay, technically on paper it works, but now he looks like he's just oiled himself up a bit, don't you think? Now he just looks like an oily trash panda. And it's very difficult to make that sound good. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh. Just crawled out the bins behind KFC, 100%. Object, path, average. Object, path, simplify. You know what? I just don't think it works. Must be something else we can add. Bruh. See what I mean about adding the circle in there? It kind of works, but then all of a sudden you're just like, oh, cool, it's an anime character. No, fuck off. Fuck, do you know what? I think I'm going to leave that in. Ah, because I like it. I do. I do. I do. Fuck. I just do. Tell you what, let's try adding some lightness to just this purple bit. And then I think we'll leave it. And then I think we'll submit it for delivery. As the final proposal, I mean. So that that one, that one. This is a slightly long-winded way of doing this, but hear me out. Delete that, and then we join it. Take away the stroke. Oh shit! I like this tune. All right, don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. No, don't panic. Don't panic. Do about yeah. You might be like, he's finally lost it. Nurse! Nurse! He's out of bed again. But, observe. Yeah, but it still kind of sucks a bit, doesn't it, Sam? Also, I made this. Thought you went Picasso on me for a moment there. Ah, should we surprise TPJ with just like a real basic Picasso version of this? What is that? Uh, is it Picasso had a blue period, or was that Van Gogh? Now the problem is, if we do this a bit too wrong. Actually, hold the phone. There are two anchors there. Motherfucker, there are two anchors. Whoa. Nah. It's not doing it. This is really tough. It's quite tough. We could add some funky effects inside the ring, but I think we're going to just submit this to TPJ now and see what he says. Alt print screen. Also, how's my task manager doing at the moment? All systems seem nominal, Captain. Pardon me. Okay. So I'll just forward that on to James and we'll see what he says. We shall see what he says. I could put some fancy graphics into the ring or into the background of this white just to fill it in. And it'd be like sort of, controller stencil vectors, if you know what I mean. But I don't think we want to overcomplicate this image too much. I think we've done. Oh, I'm sorry. I think we've done pretty well already. So we're going to submit this and see what he thinks. Ooh, fucking hell. Yeah. So in cases like these, I think simplicity is key, and I think we're starting to verge just on the realm of overboard, just a touch, just a smidge. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, 0. So there you have it. Here is like the visual journey we've gone through. So, we've just sketched about, and then the client was really happy with 4. Was it 4 and 6? Or was it 3 and 6? Or no, it wasn't. Well, it was. So it was 2 and 4 here. So we took certain elements from 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we generated these 4, and the client was really happy with these 2. So I basically went with this one, with a couple of elements from that, just a couple. So we made the first one here. That took about an hour because it was relatively simple shapes. Adding a bit more. Actually, I think that took more than an hour. Was it 2? I don't know. But anyway, went from here, came to here. Visual journey. Bazing! There's just, I just wish there was something here. This head just needs something. Just a thing. It needs a thing. That's what it needs. It needs a thing, and I don't know what the thing is. What if it's a crown? I'd love to give him a cowboy hat or like a bowler hat or a Peaky Blinder cap or something, but I think we'll leave it for a little bit, or maybe I'm sorry, or maybe a trash can lid or something like that. I don't know. So I give crown. I think you've got to be white or be nothing. I'm gonna keep it, but I don't think that's the right shape. But But it's too low, whatever it's. We're adding things for the sake of adding them, but that belongs in 4 on their head. That belongs in the eyes. I beg your pardon. That's it. We could put something on the whiskers here, but I think let's just keep it simple for now. All right, that's it. I'm putting it down. I'm putting it down before I do too much to it. But so I'm going to stop the stream here. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you like what you saw, give us a follow so you can see more of it. And I shall wish you all good evening. So I'll be live again Wednesday this week. My schedule says 7, but it's more likely going to be 8. So I probably need to change that. But anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Take care.